the very last of this quad trilogy of Star Wars games for Atari 2600, it's finally time to review Star Wars: The Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle. Geez, it sounds like a Japanese game by that long rear end of a title. Anyways, I'm glad to be done with this series of reviews because I'd rather focus on something else. Can only review the same thing one too many times before it drives one up the wall.
I'm off my meds!
So, is Star Wars: The Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle worth playing? Might as well get this over with and find out. You're flying in the Millennium Falcon, fighting the TIE fighters in space, awaiting an opening to occur through the Death Star's shields to jump through space and blast its core. Once the core is hit, things go boom. Afterwards, things repeat with ever-increasing difficulty, much like the arcade game, but with less migraine-inducing graphics.
Oh, it's true.
Controls are basic, which makes sense, this is Atari 2600 after all.
We get it.
As for how well the Millennium Falcon controls, well, it's a pain in the arse. It's a bit finicky and takes time to get used to. The thing speeds up so fast and turns on a dime, it feels like it's on ice, and less so in space. Plus, the annoying pixel-perfect placement to transition towards the Death Star and even hitting its core with your laser blast can lead to more irritation.
Nope. Ass!
Which brings me to the gameplay. Hoo boy howdy do we have some things to talk about here, which wasn't really the case with Jedi Arena and The Empire Strikes Back. So for the first phase of the game, you're just blasting TIE fighters for a while. After a bit, you should see an opening of the Death Star's disco floor. Emperor Palpatine is truly evil as he's trying to resurrect Disco.
Oh my god, no!
But once you get through, you'll be treated to the classic trippy Atari screen. For Phase 2, you're now at the Death Star and must destroy pixel by pixel to get to the core in the center, all while battling more TIE fighters, the Death Star cannon, and a suicidal green ship. I haven't seen the original trilogy in God knows how long, so I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. Once you get the core, the Death Star will begin to implode. During this time, balls of fire will get flung all around the screen, and you will get hit eventually, which will cause the Death Star to abruptly explode, since it was originally building up to it till you got hit. And that's it. That is the entire game in a nutshell. There's nothing else to it. You just repeat this over and over again till you either turn off the console or get a game over and have to start all over again with the easier difficulty. As with every completion run, the game's difficulty will increase.
Okay.
I swear, this green ship is near impossible to hit. Every time I try to aim for it, I either miss and it runs into me, or I turn and go speeding right into it. Cause you can't just rotate your ship around, you gotta fly like your fuel tank is full of Red Bull and meth.
Shit the fuck!
During Phase 1, trying to get through the shield isn't always as easy as it looks. At times, the bloody thing will not let you through, even though you have an opening. Or if the shield is up, but there's a hole, you can still go through it even though you shouldn't be able to. It's a mess of if you want to risk losing a life just to get to the next phase of the game or not.
Nope.
One major complaint I have is how your laser blast will not hit what it's running into at times. Heck, it will even at times completely miss the TIE fighters or the green ship. It's very annoying, but not as annoying as trying to hit the godforsaken core with the cannon blasting you non-stop. Which gets annoying as that bloody green ship keeps coming back just to crash into you like it's seeking 72 virgins or something.
I ain't even going near that.
If you want to know just how irritating this game can be, just watch this clip. It explains the pain and suffering quite well.
Can I just have a break? Can I just have one break?
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up. Yeah! Well, that was a load of shit.
The last major issue is easily how your laser blast will reset. Every time you push the fire button, guess what happens? It resets your purple pixel laser blast. Yep, instead of firing off several lasers, you can only fire off a single one. This in turn makes it harder to really hit the core in time to avoid the Death Star's cannon blast. So enjoy slowly destroying the Death Star, 1 pixel at a time.
No kidding.
This game is This game is single player only, sadly. So if you wanted to play Star Wars with someone else on Atari 2600, you'll either need to play Jedi Arena or The Empire Strikes Back. Obviously, only one of those two are worth your time.
Guess who, dick?
Well, that's it folks, we're done with this journey. Let's wrap things up with the overall section and call it quits. We deserve a cold one for this.
Hear, hear.
At the end of the day, Star Wars The Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle is an average game worth playing.
We're all shocked.
Sure, it's nothing great, but it's playable. Controls can take some getting used to. The laser blast being restarted every time you press the fire button leads to annoyance. Not to mention the pixel perfect placement of your shot to hit the Death Star core is a pain. But those pains are nothing that really hinder the game's entertainment factor. You could always do worse. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jedi Arena, you fucking piece of shit. So, this quad trilogy of games is over. Time to move on to other things. Not sure what that will be yet, but in due time something will come to mind. It wasn't that painful of a journey unlike certain other ones were. I mean, these games weren't made by Acclaim or anything. They're not terrible wrestling games or anything either.
Very true.
Anyways, that's it for this video. See y'all later.